monsters deep, and I'm shaking like a leaf. I got a honey burning at 211, and I ain't never felt more free. It's a beautiful day at the Circle K. The European mind is ignorant and blind to the beauty of the USA at the Circle K. At the Circle K. I got 40 on pump 4, a couple 40s and Newports. Ain't much better than the feeling when I hear the bringer walking through that door. It's a beautiful day at the Circle K. The European mind is ignorant and blind to the beauty of the USA at the Circle K. At the Circle K. Give me your keys. I found me a new Ferrari. You can have my truck, but you're out of luck. The DA's good friends with me. It's a beautiful day at the Circle K. That European guy was ignorant and blind to the beauty of the USA at the Circle K. At the Circle K. Well, I'm 3 white monsters deep, which means
Just because we're not living doesn't mean we don't enjoy a good living room.
And Michael's Halloween decor really knocks him undead.
Anyone with brains knows that. Brains.
Her laugh is infectious. And so is her bite.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher.
Yes.
Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Gee, you don't know what it's like sucking down these lucky strikes. You think you can just shatter my heart like that just because we only met last night. Gina, did you even think about our kids? By kids I mean our potential kids. I bet they didn't even cross your mind when you sent that text to sever our ties. Ooh, Gina, I loved you more than you could ever know. Ooh, son of a gun. My mom's not a gun. How could she give birth to me if she was a gun? Oh, Gina, I loved you more than you could ever know. Oh, Gina, this Lone Star and PBRs are the only friends that I have for sure. That I have for sure. Everybody's saying Ricky, she was just the bartender, sitting near the beer tap isn't a day. But with the sparkle in her eye as we talked about Fireball, I knew right then and there we could go all the way. Gina, I loved you more than you could ever know. Ooh, Gina, this Lone Star and PBRs are the only friends that I have for sure. Gina, I loved you more than you could ever know. Ooh, Gina, this Lone Star and PBRs are the only friends that I have for sure. That I have for sure. I love you, Gina.
Maybe it's time to stop trying all these surface level fixes.
Ronnie worked the Waffle House, had the third shift, had a body in his truck he had yet to deal with, so whoops. He dug a hole in the ground for me and Miss Dolores, and there's a good took the money and the trailer in his truck with him when they found his body sometime the next day. Ronnie Rigor Mortis wasn't just a name.
Ronnie, I told you Dolores is my grandmother. Why'd you do that?
Well, she
was
said,
95.
she come around here, she said, well, Randy, what are you doing that about the Bojangles again?
That's 'cause
what you do? What's
she's
what's in that trailer? She had to go, Randy.
Ronnie,
She had to go.
I'm
I don't care if she's blind. She's got to go.
Ronnie?
Yep. Yep.
You know what? Let's get lunch. I'm
Okay.
gonna go to the Bojangles.
Okay.
You want a chicken sandwich? You want fried chicken?
Yeah, I'll take fried chicken with iced tea.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Randy. That's really nice of you, even though I killed your grandmother.
Yeah, I'll be right back. You're welcome.
Build a website you love with Wix, where your words create your brand.
Just held up a Dollar Tree, got a pocket full of ones, didn't do it for the money, I did it all for fun. I got $73 in a white canvas tote, gonna get a 24 Lone Stars, some scratchers and smokes, 'cause I might be the richest man in Texas, but I'm still an outlaw. The oil checks keep coming, couldn't spend it if I tried. I'm putting Tannerite on train tracks so I don't lose my mind. If I done bought the train company, then I can rob it too. Who's gonna press charges? I know it sure ain't you. 'Cause I might be the richest man in Texas, but I'm still an outlaw. Shot a man in poker, 'cause I didn't like his hand. With a hole through his pocket pair, he began to understand. You ain't here for the money.
I need you guys to know how much I love this guy.
I said, yeah, Mr. Cuban. Now it's
Like,
money that's real.
I love this guy so much. He's fucking ridiculous. And I love him.
Yeah, I might be the richest man in Texas, but I'm still an outlaw.
Every single one of these songs are fucking just ridiculous. Like,
maybe it's time to stop.
It makes me so happy, but I need you to know that, admittedly, Ronnie Rigor Mortis, and then the fucking recent release, which, where's it at? Bert the Innocent Man. We're gonna sit through it together because it's literally all I'm here for right now. Sorry.
Bert was sure he was an innocent man, except for the PVC pipe bomb in his hand. He was honest and true, never one to boast, and a sucker for some good nitrous cellulose.
Yes.
He blew it up way out by the treatment plant.
Oh no, this is like shitpost country.
Thrill of it, man. Bigger and bigger, he made him fat and loud, getting giddy little giggles from a one-man crowd. Well, the law never saw, but somebody heard. An organization with some sensitive turf. Yeah, they didn't mind Bert, they just needed a hand. Saw his
Kind of. I kind of want him to play at
said,
rodeos.
we're big fans. Well, Bert tried to say I only do it
Like, again,
for
there's no
myself,
purpose to this
but
music. I just love it.
sure
Also, he was really chill about letting me use it for streams, and I was like, that's all you gotta say, bro. I'll like, let me share the good word of Mr. Chilton. Oh yeah, I know. He talks about Mountain Dew a lot too.
Soldering and soldering every weekday. Well, at least he wasn't selling something evil like dope. Sure, the boss gave him all that he could hope for, but gone were the days of seeing them blow. Traded his one true love for a big stack of dough. So Bert got his wires, pipes, and compounds.
I promise there's only a minute more.
All together and he headed downtown. Found the big stash house with his boss in the lot. And before he went and chucked it, he had one last thought. Bert was sure he was an innocent man, except for the PVC pipe bomb in his hand. He was honest and true, never one to boast, and a sucker for some good nitrous cellulose.
I just like how it ends in a car crash, personally. That's just me. Also, you know his horse has to be chill as fuck, by the way. Anyway, that was Bert the Innocent Man by Ricky Chilton. On to our regularly scheduled programming. So, no, I love that guy. He had no problem. Wow, it's fucking bright in here and I hate it. Thanks. Hold on. I'm turning that off. It's way too bright. He told me that I could use the music for my streams, because I asked him, I was like, oh, like, I'll pay a commercial fee, I don't mind, like, I just, you know, whatever's fair. And he's like, I don't know what that means, but yeah, you use it. And I'm like, all right, look, listen, let's fucking go. Anyway, that's great, Abby. No, I didn't see that yesterday, but I understand that she was live, and I am so glad that you brought that up in this stream while we were talking about Ricky fucking Chilton, man. I wasn't talking about Juliet. I love Juliet. I love her big, beautiful personality. I wasn't fucking talking about Juliet. I was talking about Ricky fucking Chilton. Anyway, fuck Twitch. I'll look you dead in the purple eyes. You nasty bitch. Let's talk about the fucking shit that you decided to do, where you were like, oh, well, we're just trying to go against bot viewership. Okay, cool. Because what you managed to do was fuck your mid and low tier streamers with that 50% that you're taking off the top anyway, you motherfuckers. What is it like sucking so much corporate dick over bots because one of you can't fucking write code properly? Because that's the real problem. Well, Autumn, that's not fair to say. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because I've had beef with these motherfuckers for the last several years, and I have spoke my piece on it. It's fucked up. And I'm not the only person pissed. Because the people that are running from like 60 to fucking, doesn't even say that, 50 to 90 average viewerships are now running 20 to 40 people average viewerships. They fucked us. That's it. That's the fucking whole of it. And it's dog shit. And that's how I feel about it. Also, I don't know what the weird shit with my camera is happening here, where like the color is all faded. But that's also not fucking surprising. Well, no, it's not even just that. I've expressly told you guys that if you want to support your favorite streamers, fuck this. Hold on, I gotta unplug this bitch. Because at the very least, directly supporting us to some... Fuck this. It's gonna keep doing it. All right. Well, whatever. We'll make it work. Fascinating, honestly. Why are we doing this? Whatever. If they're gonna keep doing that, though, like, the best way that you can support your streamers is to support them directly. And I've said that 1,001 times. But you know, it is what it is at this point. I can't control anything outside of what I can control. Which I want to show you guys something. So here's the joke, right? Hold on. I'm going to pull this up. I'm also going to have to unplug that camera and I guess get its shit together because it's doing weird jumpy shit. Anyhow, this right here is showing that I hit that amount of viewers. Good job. Your last stream hit a record 70 concurrent viewers. Did it though? Because where is that? So I'm really needing to understand because this is today and this was the last. I have an average of 53 for an almost 4-hour stream on a Sunday. And you're saying I hit a max of 70. I'm confused. So what does that mean? What do these numbers even fucking mean, Twitch? I'm curious. If you could break it down for me, I would love if you could just let me know. So yeah, anyway. I'm over it. Nah. Yeah, half the system isn't counting people. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Joe, no, like it reflects the maximum viewers. Those are not concurrent viewers. My viewership on that end was like maybe, I think at one point it was 40 and then Ellis watched the number. It went from like 40 to 25 and then it'd stay at 25 and then it'd go back to 40 and then it'd be like, oh, 47, oh, 62, just kidding, 25. And like, we watched it fucking happen and it's doing it right now. I'm watching it do it right now. So no, that thing said concurrent, meaning continuous viewers. It's not continuous viewers. That's the fucking joke. And that's why everybody's pissed. Anyway, I'm so... I have to go have a nerve test. They want to zap me with little electrodes so they can test my neurological system. I'm very excited about that. Very. It's good. I'm very excited. Otherwise, though, I can go back to working out, which is great because I was 99% sure that I was going to start losing my mind if I didn't get to go back to the gym. So I get to do that tomorrow after not being able to go for 3 weeks. But, you know, welcome. Otherwise, no, I didn't. I don't even know what fresh fight is. Otherwise, the degenerative disc disease, I've got 2 other levels on my cervical spine area, which is like your neck, that have worsened. So my options basically are I get to go back to the spine specialist, and the spine specialist is going to be like, hey, you did PT, you did all this other stuff, so we can go back to injections. Or maybe they give me a different answer, or I can go to a neurosurgeon. So I'm stoked. I'm very excited about that. Oh, the jackrabbit mask. So I still need to cast that. I'm getting it there. I gotta order this stuff to cast it. I need like a special kind of resin. So I'm gonna work on that next. But I am nowhere near Cincinnati. I am on the opposite side, actually, of the country. Hi, Ninja. We were complaining about Twitch viewership because they suck massive asshole. But it's fine. What do I know? I just work here. Anyway. Valid complaint. I'm just doing my best. So some of you may die, but that is a risk I am willing to take. That's not even the quote. It's fine. So this game, to start off a great Halloween Halloween-tober, we'll call it, is wild. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. So it's fine if you stream for the fuck of it. A lot of people stream for the fuck of it. But if you guys are gonna offer for me to extend my services to entertain on your platform, the least you could fucking do is fix the numbers so that it works. Otherwise, no, I enjoy streaming for the fuck of it. I stream shit that usually people don't, but don't take the little successes away from me either when I am like, oh, I'm doing decent, cool, I must be doing something right. And then you guys pull the fucking carpet out, and the next thing I know, numbers are made up, they don't mean a goddamn thing, just like the government. I let that one go. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm so fucking tired. I so don't fucking care anymore. I am exhausted. It's Hubie Halloween. Did we ever watch Hubie Halloween? I don't even think we got along for that. I'm sorry to hear that, Shmanu. The best we can do is just keep going, man. But man, I wish I could play Fortnite. I suck. It's fucking true. It's what it is. Twitch has literally just become fucking oh god, the name is gone.
From Happy Gilmore 2?
No. Where the points are made up and
whose line is it?
Yeah, like Twitch has become the whose line is it anyway, where the points are made up and nothing fucking matters except we aren't even getting comedy out of it. Like, I am not going to do that right now, Jorge. I'm fucking not going to do that. You know what? I'm just going to start the game I was going to play at this point. Otherwise, I'm going to slam my head into a table because I'm not having it today. It's fine. I will do it later, Jorge. I'm a dick today, so I apologize ahead. No, I don't apologize. I'm a dick. I'm a dick today. So good luck dealing with that. I will search that at some point, but not right now. You know what? Sometimes we need that. I really need to go back to the fucking gym. I'm going to start slamming my head into a wall repeatedly if I don't. Twitch playing Whose Line Is It Anyway, where the viewers are made up and the paychecks don't matter? Is that what you mean? Because they're taking 50% anyway?
I mean, it feels pretty accurate.
Hi, Monty. How am I today? How am I? My tummy hurts and I'm mad at Twitch and the government.
That's real.
Wow. All right, here's the deal. Also, Riley, I meant to tell you, because I just saw you here. This is the best gift I've ever received in terms of stuffies. And, like, I pulled her out of her little plastic wrap, and I lost my shit. Because this was it reminded me of the time that Spike walked up to me and handed me tiny Tabasco because he remembered my drunken conversation about how I collect tiny condiments. And then I remembered, like, the one time I told you about Okapis. So I lost it, and I was like, oh my god, I remembered about the Okapis. And I got really emotional. So I put her to live on my desk, and that's where she lives now. But she's amazing, so I appreciate that. But yeah, all right. My headphones are also acting up. So not only is half my technology breaking because I can see this camera is fucking up. Great.
Is my light messing with you? Or are you?
No, everything's fucking with me anyway. I was trying to play my music earlier and the headphones aren't half working anyway. I don't know. I just, whatever. It's just, everything's made up. The points don't matter. Shit's on fire. It's fine.
Yeah, all right.
It's great. It's good. Here's the deal. I'm Autumn Ivy, and this is Our Himbo Turned Into a Werewolf, and This Deadbeat Dad Is Our Only Hope. I'm not kidding. That's the title. This game was actually a submission to the Spooktober 7th Annual Visual Novel Jam. I saw this game go across my feed, and I immediately was enamored, only because one or two of the voice actors had been on my feed previously. But I saw this, and I immediately was like, that clearly is a game I have to play. So this is how I'm introducing Halloween-tober, or Helltober, or Spooktober, or the Tober that shall not be named. I don't know. I'm trying.
Anniversary month.
Hallotober. Thoughtum. But yeah, okay. That works. Sure. I've been called worse. Habooberween. Perfect. So, Our Himbo Turned Into a Werewolf, and This Deadbeat Dad Is Our Only Hope is a game by Celadon Studios. A ritual, a werewolf, and a deadbeat wizard dad? Halloween has gotten boring for this college-age trio, so what better way to spice things up than a random, sketchy-looking ritual made by who knows who? When the twilight hour of Halloween takes a turn for the worst, it's up to the one and only Magus in the world to solve the problem and save your friend from eternal werewolfification. The only problem is, this wizard is kind of useless. Can you break this deadbeat Magus out of his funk and reverse the ritual before it's too late? So this had a very small team. Of course, shout out to the voice actors. The development team itself was like 3 or 4 people. And they made this super fast, but I wanted to give it some attention because it looked fucking hilarious. And if you guys want to check this game out for yourself, it is available at celadonstudios.itch.io. I think they have one other game under their listing as well, but I wanted to give it a go because it looked fucking hilarious. So that is what we're going to be getting into today. I have nothing else to say. I'm just trying to survive on the short end of the stick. So here we go. It sure has, hasn't it? I can hear it.
Just in case.
I didn't do that.
Especially because it wasn't supposed to rain today. Hashtag Pacific Northwest.
Oh yeah, my sound is fucked up. But you guys can hear it normally, and that's what matters. All right. This is already adorable, can I just say? Like, I've got no words for this. All right, let me pull this over real quick. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's a very valid point. All right. Preferences? Okay, it looks like we've got text speed, so we're good to go. I don't know what this game is like, by the way. We're just going in raw.
It was a dark and scary night, and all of the...
This is the third story you've started with. It was a dark and scary night.
I stared at her silently until her mouth fell into a pout and she went quiet.
Fine. Continue.
Thank you. Anyway, it was a dark and scary
I guess we're in it for this one.
All of the professors had gone home. I was the only one left in the campus computer lab. My assignment was due at midnight.
Oh God.
11:46 p.m. and...
Phoebe scoffed, interrupting my flow once more.
Seriously? The horror is your assignment being due in 15 minutes?
Hey, that's actually pretty triggering.
Well, it's 14 minutes, but...
Guys, shh. I want to know what happens.
Oh my God, he's an idiot. Okay. I sighed and then cleared my throat to continue my story.
Everything was fine until the screen flickered and my document closed itself. Then,
oh boy.
a new document opened. The page was blank, fully blank, except for one single line at the top. Stop writing. He's
Oh, man.
behind you.
Phoebe's face betrayed her frustration. Jacob, on the other hand, couldn't have looked more immersed if he tried.
Seriously?
And then what happened?
By God, he's an idiot.
Jacob, forget it. This is ridiculous. Your scary stories are about as scary as my cat.
That's so mean. I rolled my eyes with a long groan. It was just like Phoebe to put a damper on my spooky mood.
Your cat is kind of scary, though.
We ignored him.
Come on, it's Halloween. I want to do something fun. Let's do something else.
But I want to know who the guy behind Blair was.
Let's just say it was Professor Jennings, and he yelled at her for being there too late and told her to go home. The end.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's so sad! Phoebe stared at me silently, expectantly, while Jacob folded his arms and seemed to be pouting. I almost felt bad.
Fine. You want to do something else? Let's do something else. How about...
I thought for a moment, and then remembered a little something I got from a close friend during a really, really strange situation, but that's a story for another day. I got up and went to my drawers and returned with a purple hardcover book. It was barely a book, really, just a cover with most of the pages torn out, but there were 3 pages of information that were just the thing to spice up this Halloween. Once I sat it on the floor in front of the others, however, I was met with a bland silence.
No.
Oh, come on. Look, it's a ritual that's supposed to let the person we use it on communicate with
Oh,
animals.
no.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, no.
No, it's not. Because this stuff isn't even real. It's just a childish fairy tale thing.
Sometimes I wondered why I always invited Phoebe to my Halloween sleepovers. She never believed in the supernatural, or magic, or the spirit of Halloween. Such a downer.
Phoebe, seriously.
No, don't seriously.
The foreshadowing is
Magic
real.
isn't real. It's never been real. Anyone who claims they use magic and rituals and whatever are just...
Awesome and mighty and powerful?
Delusional and hallucinating and wrong, actually.
Great.
I'm in. Let's do it.
God, he's stupid. He's so stupid, but you know what? He's cute, and that's what matters. We turned to Jacob, who stood up with a beaming smile, like a child on Christmas morning.
What? I want to talk to animals.
Oh, man.
Okay, I want to talk to Phoebe's cat.
Oh, man. Ah.
He hates me. You bring a cat to class in a top hat one time and...
You brought Phoebe's cat to class in a top hat?
Cats are close enough to bunnies, right? I thought it'd be a sick magic trick to dress Finny up and pull him out of the hat.
Oh, God. That wasn't what I thought he meant by a cat in a top hat.
His name is Serafina.
Oh,
and
no.
That's probably why he hates you. I mean, seriously, Feeny?
Oh, I'm surprised he doesn't hate you for calling him Serafina.
Yeah, that's actually completely fair, to be completely honest.
Sorry. What was that?
No, nothing. Nothing at all.
I mean, I would have been a little louder about it, but that's fine. Anyway.
Okay, not the point. We're not doing this ritual scam thing.
Look, I got this ritual from a friend who got it from her friend who practices magic. He's the only practicing magus known to the world, and...
Isn't that a major red
Oh,
flag,
that's
then?
safe.
Only one
Okay.
practicing magician guy in the whole world? He totally scammed your friend.
It is a little weird.
But what if he didn't? What if this is real and it works? Wouldn't that be
Bye, Freya.
Totally awesome?
It would be totally awesome.
Phoebe approached me and placed gentle hands on my shoulders. She squeezed a little too tightly.
Blair, it's Halloween. I know you're a little naive, but...
Naive? I'm not naive.
You're buying into some crazy delusional Halloween propaganda. You're naive.
I have a question. What does naive mean?
Stop, no! We sighed. Phoebe barely spared Jacob a glance. All of her words were targeted right at me.
It means that Blair has been tricked, and she doesn't even realize she's been tricked.
Jacob's head tilted, like he didn't understand how I had supposedly been tricked. And honestly, I didn't understand either.
You remember how that one guy told you that the campus cafeteria had waffles, and then you got there?
Hi, Pedunk, how are you?
Waffles? It's kind of like that.
Oh, well now I want waffles.
And as per usual, Jacob's interesting mind has steered off track.
Look, I just think it'll be cool to see where this ritual thing goes. Worst case, it doesn't work and nothing happens, and we can move on, right?
I think it's a bad idea. Magic isn't real, and even if it was real, what if you mess it up? And what if Jacob, like, turns into a cat or something?
Oh no.
I'm sure I can't mess it up
Oh
that
no.
badly.
Oh
the instructions
no.
are right there, and they look simple enough.
Oh no. Oh no. Still, she'd planted the seeds of doubt in my mind. Was she right? I wasn't versed in magic, like, at all. Who knows what would happen if I messed it up? Should I go through with the ritual?
Phoebe, I want to talk to Feeny.
God, he's dumb.
Serafina doesn't want to talk to you. No.
Guys, I think we should do the ritual. I think we should do the ritual. Jacob wants to do the ritual, guys. And we need to do this for Jacob. I feel like Jacob deserves the win, man, right? I hit don't first. Harlock is saying hit don't do the ritual first. But I don't know if I want to make look at this face. Look at his little face. His little scruffy, like, fuckboy himbo face. Look at that shit. He needs it. We are streaming one of the weirdest games I possibly could have mustered called Our Himbo Turned Into a Werewolf and This Deadbeat Dad Is Our Only Hope. I can't get light as a feather, buddy. I know, it gets me too. We will check what the ritual doesn't do. I just saved, so... Alright, ritual first, though.
Jacob, you want to do the ritual?
His eyes lit up as he looked at me. I nodded in understanding.
Then we're doing it. Let's get the candles out and set this bad boy up.
Oh god, okay. As it turned out, we didn't have candles. At least not proper ones. What we did have was a bucket full of small, battery-operated decorative candles. Surely that would work just fine.
This is totally not going to work just fine.
He's so excited. Sigh, non-believers. I ignored her. My eyes scanned the directions in the book, and without sparing Jacob a glance, I pointed to the center of the circle we made with our makeshift ritual setup.
Jacob, sit.
What is he, a dog? He's not a fucking Labrador. He might be a Labrador. Yeah. He did as I asked without complaint. He sat with his legs sprawled out and his hands on the ground behind him, holding his weight.
No, that's not right. It says you need to make a diamond with your legs.
Okay.
He stared at me, confused, but shifted his weight and moved his legs. I wasn't sure what he was trying to accomplish, but at some point it seemed that he thought the best way to make a diamond with his legs was behind his neck? What? Jacob tried to pull his ankles over his head, promptly lost his balance, and tipped sideways.
Oh, he's dumb, huh? Impressive.
I'm so glad he's cute, buddy.
No!
Phoebe lunged forward and steadied him with surprising ease. She huffed as she pulled his legs back down and positioned them how they were supposed to be positioned. At least, how I think they were supposed to be positioned.
This is a horrible idea, Blair.
I don't know how he made it this far.
He can't even fold his legs correctly. How do you think he's going to be able to talk to animals?
Oh my god,
Assuming this
please.
is going to work, of course, which it's not.
Phoebe, the ritual is going to work. Have a little faith, will you?
Oh, man.
This man has the survival instincts of sidewalk chalk.
True.
Okay, and if, on the hypothetical chance that magic is actually real, what if this little ritual, like, angers the spirits or whatever?
Then the spirits will be mad at me, and you have my full permission to say I told you so.
I didn't say another word, too busy reading through the rest of the directions. It seemed pretty straightforward. Step 1, direct the subject to sit in the circle of candles. Step 2, direct the subject to close their eyes. Step 3, recite the chant below.
Blair, don't you think this seems a little odd?
I'm sure it's fine. I think.
This is stupid. I'm not saying that.
Is it? I should have expected that. I forced a smile and nodded.
Okay, fine. If you don't want to help, then don't. I'll do it myself. Are you ready, Jacob?
Ready. Hey, are you sure this is a diamond?
Oh, God.
I thought it was more like...
Don't move. I should have known Jacob wouldn't know what a diamond was. In any case, thankfully, Phoebe does. We're ready to go. I took a long, deep breath and began.
Let me talk to birds and bees,
Oh,
all
stop.
of whom will talk to me. Cat and dog, rat and fish. Almighty Magus, fulfill my wish.
I expected sparkles or flames or something, but I wasn't expecting this. Jacob squirmed in place and looked up at me. Then he started itching his hands, and then his arms.
I feel tingly.
Oh no.
Don't think that's supposed to happen.
Blair, what's happening?
Jacob's itching spread from his arms to the hair on his head. He was itching all over his arms and in his hair and even on his cheeks.
What's happening to me?
Oh. I flipped over the pages, frantically trying to find any indication that this was normal. Phoebe ran to Jacob's side and tried to reassure him as best she could.
It's fine. I'm sure it's just something in the air. Yeah, this ritual is a sham. It's totally just something in the air. It's gotta be.
Her voice trailed off, and I looked up to see... Oh my God, stop! Jacob's hands and arms were sprouting hair. He lifted his hands into sight, and then his fingertips felt around his teeth. Fangs had slipped out, small but very present. He's
turning into
a werewolf?
Jacob looked at us, eyes wide with shock and horror. Then he looked back down at his hands, and then dropped them into his lap with a groan.
Of course this would happen to me.
Why is that such a bad thing? No, his facial hair is still just as patchy. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, at least you look cooler than the original Jacob. Well...
Oh yeah, totally! Now we just need an Edward and we'll be ready to reshoot the movies.
That's so fucking rude.
Is this really the time?
Bro.
No, you're right. I think it's time you call your friend and ask her what the hell happened here.
Are they gonna have an answer? She was right. I pulled my phone out of my pocket and dialed my friend's number. I told her everything, up until the present moment of Jacob's spontaneous fur and fangs.
What? How did you manage to do that?
As opposed to what? I wish I could answer her, but unfortunately, I had no idea. Obviously.
Okay, don't panic. Just, I'll give you my wizard friend's address. Go and see him. I'm sure he'll know how to fix this.
Hmm.
A quick warning, though. He's, a little weird. Good luck.
She hung up before I could get another word in.
Oh, great. So, to reverse whatever this is, we have to go and find some low-life scammer where he'll probably try to scam us too. fantastic.
Still can't admit that this was magic, huh?
No, this was not magic, all right? This was some kind of, like, mass hallucination or something.
Uh-huh.
A mess what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I mean, it's Halloween, right? Weird stuff always happens on Halloween.
Nothing this weird, though. We had to fix this. The question was, did we really need to trust this wizard? I mean, the game is called This Deadbeat Dad is Our Only Hope, so I think we need to see the wizard. I don't know. I don't really think that this girl clearly does not have the magical capability, so I feel like we need to see the wizard.
Hey, is this the wizard we have the painting of in our living room?
No, he's not. He's not that hot. Okay, hold on. I have a painting that I bought from a local artist of a guy that,
He's a wizard in a comic series.
So the guy tells us the backstory of this painting, and I guess he's a wizard, but he's in this comic series that the guy wanted to write and was like trying to work on. So I have a wizard painting of a guy in a suit with a pair of shitty sunglasses. Anyway, I'll post it in the Discord, but like, clearly we need to go see the wizard.
Damn it. Fine. I guess we're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful wizard?
The wonderful wizard of...
Oh, okay, I got it. I'm glad it wasn't just me. Let him have it, damn it! He's already dumb. And so we took our fluffy half-werewolf friend on a journey. We arrived at an old rundown apartment building?
And you're sure this is the right place?
Sponsored by the Shadow Government.
This is the address she gave me, but...
We decided to take the risk and found the apartment we were looking for. Faint voices sounded from inside. I knocked on the door, and after receiving no response, Phoebe moved me aside and slammed her fist on the wood loud enough to echo through the whole building. No one responded with words, but the door creaked open, seemingly on its own. After sharing a weary glance, we slowly walked inside. This was not the lair any of us expected. Can we talk about the solo sock on the floor? Shut the fuck up! What is that toilet paper? What is that? I mean, this looks like wizard lair. And you know, even the keys, like fair enough. What the fuck is this? I am perturbed by this man's ability to like only have a single sock on the fucking living room floor.
Baby.
No.
Baby, you know what that sock is.
Why is it on his living room fucking floor?
By himself. What is he?
What? Why is it on your living room floor? Put the sock. Stop it. You gross bitch. Put it somewhere else. The apartment was old and decrepit and smelled strongly of cheap beer and stale pizza. Is this Dante's apartment?
No, it's Wizard Acting.
Ah! Shut up!
Are you sure we're at the right place?
You don't know his life. You don't know what he's about.
Let me call my friend again.
Oh
Maybe
my
she
god.
mistyped
Yeah,
or
she's
something.
pissed. Before I could dial her number, we heard the voices again, loud and clear this time.
Yeah? Well, maybe if you didn't buy so many beers, you'd be able to pay Mom's child support!
Oh my god!
If your mother wants the child support so badly, then maybe she should take you off my hands!
Oh, this felt like a private conversation. Maybe we should leave.
Maybe she should! At least Mr. Marble wouldn't have gone mysteriously missing!
But on second thought, I couldn't fight the little tug in my head that wanted to hear more. The others and I shared a look and decided to stay a little longer.
I don't know what you're talking about!
Don't play dumb! Don't think I've forgotten that your stupid spell bounced off the mirror and turned him invisible!
Oh no.
I don't know.
Don't play dumb!
I didn't touch your stupid bunny! But even if I did, it would have been an accident!
Is this just Rick Sanchez as a wizard?
Yeah, you have a lot of accidents these days.
This is just Beth and Rick, right? Anyway.
Oh, fantastic! This is gonna be great.
I silently cursed my friend as we walked further inside.
Knock, knock.
The chatter came to a pause, and the two people came into view. A middle-aged man sprawled on the couch, while a young girl, maybe 8 years old, hovered over his head with her hands defiantly on her hips. They both turned to look at us like deers in headlights. Clearly, they didn't get many visitors.
All right, time to go.
With surprising agility, the man leapt off the couch and shooed the little girl into a room away from the common area. He held the door shut until she stopped banging on it. With a long, dragged sigh, he spun around and threw his arms out in a grandiose, dramatic fashion.
Greetings, travelers. What a wonderful surprise this is.
Rick C, 9 3/4.
I am the one you seek. I am the answer to your prayers. I am the almighty, all-powerful, all-seeing, all-commanding, all-demanding, outstanding, get your mama dancing, enchanting Magus!
The what?
The almighty, all-powerful, all...
No, we heard you the first time.
No, we don't need to hear that again, thank you.
I almost felt a little bad seeing the dejected look on his face. His arms dropped to his sides, and he pouted like a kicked puppy. I fought the urge to apologize.
Great! We're asking for help from an unemployed circus magician.
Wow.
Awesome. Great! I'm so happy about this.
Abracawubba lubba dub dub.
I am a Magus.
Oh, sorry. I shot Phoebe a glare, but ignored her. We explained the situation to the Magus. Everything from the ritual to showcasing Jacob's furry arms and pointy teeth like we were unveiling a statue. The Magus, however, only laughed, albeit a bit nervously.
Really? That's absurd. That's just a Halloween costume, and a bad one at that.
Really?
Ah.
Let me just call my friend and let her talk to you.
I put my friend on a speaker and let her talk to him. They exchanged a few pleasantries before getting right to business.
So, it would be a great help to me and my besties over there if you could, help get
Gonna crack a beer, call us morons, and say tough shit, kiddo. Kind of.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't.
She hung up. The Magus looked like he'd just been given the scare of a lifetime, and he nodded slowly.
Oh, well, I'm sure we can find a solution. Let's see.
He walked over to the bookshelf and started looking through books and loose papers. He seemed a little preoccupied.
All right, magician.
Magus.
Tell me, how could this ritual thing have messed up so badly? We followed all of the instructions and even said that stupid chant thing.
I mean, you kind of cut corners, but what do I know? I just work here. The Magus froze and fumbled for an answer.
Well, I mean, it could be that,
We heard a door and turned to see the little girl standing on some kind of box. Clearly, she'd used it to reach the doorknob. She jumped off the box and strolled into the room like she owned it. Somehow, I had more faith in this young one to help us than her father.
Get back in the room, the all whiny, all tiny, all grimy, all slimy, really demanding diaper-wearing, can't get your mama dancing Magus Jr.
For the last time, my name is Millie.
That little girl's gonna kick your ass. I trust her. She spat mockingly in his direction and then turned to us.
The ritual probably messed up because magical energy is tied to the emotional state of the originator.
So he's a Labrador. Originator was a big word for a girl her age. I couldn't help but be impressed.
What's an oregano?
What's an oregano? Shut the fuck up!
Originator.
Millie glanced around the three of us and then sighed and shook her head.
That old man created the ritual, so he's the originator. And as you can see, he's a little not
Help.
quite right at the moment.
Phoebe scoffed.
Yeah, not quite right is definitely
Oh,
one word for it.
she's gonna cry! The Magus didn't seem to be paying attention to a word any of us said. He was too focused on finding our potential solution.
There's an imbalance in the magical energy in the atmosphere.
Kind
a
of.
distortion, really. He's burnt out. He doesn't really practice magic anymore. He's really bummed about it.
Oh, this kid was really smart for her age. It was really impressive. I want to ask about Millie. She gets ignored constantly and has to be the adult in this situation. And I'm having fucking flashbacks right now. So this is a little personal for me, but instead of a deadbeat dad, I just had somebody else who, anyway, listen, it's all fine, but I'm going to ask about Millie.
I'm sorry, but who are you? You're really impressive for a little kid.
I'm not a little kid.
She groaned, as if the words were physically painful for her to say.
That sad sack is my dad.
Baby, no! Her next words were filled with pride, and she held her head up high as she projected her claim.
I'm next of kin of the one and only known Magus bloodline in the world.
Oh, great. Even the kid is brainwashed.
I spun around to Phoebe and leveled her with a glare.
Can you just admit that magic is real and that we need help? This is getting ridiculous.
No, I agree. This is ridiculous.
So leave! Go join Rinko in hell. Like, what do you fucking want? Like, I'm so over these bitchy best friends, bro. We stared at each other, each of us silently hoping the other would back down. Eventually, Phoebe relented.
But I suppose I can keep my mouth shut. At least for now.
Good.
Thank you.
I turned back to Millie, who was looking at us like we were all a lost cause.
So, Millie, you're saying that the ritual messed up because your dad is, going through some stuff?
One could say he's going through the shit of it, even.
I am most certainly not going through stuff. I can reverse this ritual easy as pie.
I don't know if I trust that.
Oh, I like pie.
God, he's dumb. Oh.
Now go, all whiny, all tiny, all grimy, all slimy, really demanding diaper wearing, can't get your mama dancing Magus Jr. Back in the room.
She's not a fucking dog, you asshole.
I want to stay.
Go.
He hurried Millie out of the room again.
All right. I know just the thing to fix this.
I'm gonna punch him
Hang tight,
in his
boy.
beer gut.
I'll get you back to normal in a jiffy.
The Magus spun around and flashed a big smile, holding what looked like a black and white magician's wand from a dollar store. I avoided Phoebe's gaze. I knew exactly what kind of disappointment was waiting for me in her eyes.
Let's get this show on the road, shall
Holy
we?
shit.
Without further ado,
Wait! What are you doing?
The Magus deflated again, only this time he looked annoyed.
The ritual is supposed to be a spell to let you talk to animals. So, conducting a reverse spell should reverse its effects. Obviously.
You said that with your whole ass redheaded chest, didn't you, buddy? If he hadn't called his own daughter a string of childish insults, twice, I might have been offended by his passive aggression. I placed a hand on Phoebe's shoulder to calm her.
Sorry about her. She's a bit much. Go ahead, Mr. Magus. Sir.
Uh-huh. We do have an ad starting in just a minute, guys, so please be aware of that. Don't go anywhere. The Magus nodded and lifted the wand, waving it so dramatically that I was certain there was no such magical energy stored within it. Still, it seemed to give him the bravado to do the chant.
I can't talk to birds and bees. None of them can talk to me. No cat or dog, no rat and fish. Oh, mighty Magus, fulfill my wish!
Psst. Isn't that the stuff you said?
I guessed he meant it when he said he'd conduct a reversed spell. We stepped back and watched in awe as a stream of sparkles exited the wand. They didn't head towards Jacob, though. Instead, somehow the wand pointed directly at Jacob, took a harsh right turn, and hit something else in the room. I gasped, and Phoebe stood before us protectively as a bub night can. No! I couldn't believe my eyes. An empty can of cheap beer, tossed carelessly aside, stood up and started talking?
I never wanted to be a drunk, and I never wanted to be a magus. I had dreams, man. Big dreams. I could have been a rapper.
I could have been a rapper! The magus yelped in surprise and rushed towards the talking beer can with heavy, drunken steps. He stomped on the can and it whined under his weight, going silent as it was crushed. I bit back a laugh and whispered to the others.
Did that say the sky wanted to be a rapper?
Huh, guess that explains the long, obnoxious title he gave himself.
Hey yo, give us a verse, man.
The magus's eyes lit up like he hadn't expected anyone to ask. Phoebe and I turned and glared at Jacob.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, please, God. Little Bub, the new album coming soon. Golden, no.
Yo, they call me the almighty enchanting magus. Dropped off the earth, now the fans, they all hate us. Calling me wash, how well that ain't a fact. Cause the fact is that I still got spells left to cast. Got me this kid here, she's called Magus Jr., but I assume that she's more like a tumor. You don't wanna mess with me, I know that this is heat, not beat. I said heat, cause I'm not a deadbeat. Yeah.
Let's go.
Did he just call his child a tumor? What the fuck? I didn't know what to say. That was certainly something.
Anyway.
Can we get back on topic?
It seemed like the magus had forgotten where he was or what he was doing. I assumed the power of rapping was just too much for him to resist. He returned from his trance and immediately seemed flustered.
Not to worry. Just a slight mishap. We'll get it this time.
That child needs to emancipate right now. Malkian! That's so fucked up, bro! Ah! Please! Please, no! I knew none of us wanted to hear the chant again, but unfortunately...
I can't talk to birds and bees. None of them can talk to me.
We didn't have a choice.
No cat or dog, no rat and fish. Oh, mighty magus, fulfill my wish.
I just want to point out, if you added a little bit of auto-tune to his rap, it would have literally been better than most rappers. I agree with Golden Gopher right now. Like, just, it was missing like a little bit of auto-tune and a little bit of bass backbeat, and honest to God, it would be about level with the same fucking rappers are nowadays. That, or do that stupid shit that like the mumble rappers are doing now, where they like just fucking half mumble chant through a bunch of shit but say words that don't make sense. He sounded a little more flustered this time, and that probably contributed to his wild misfiring of the spell. The wisps of magic flew through the air in a totally different direction, and...
I meant to send the money. Really, I did. But then the liquor store was having a sale, and...
Another Bub Night can? This misfire was a crazy coincidence.
But I'm gonna get the money. I will.
The magus swiped the beer can from the coffee table and crushed it in a big hand. It squealed under the force and then went quiet. Did he kill another beer can?
Guys, I feel strange.
Phoebe and I scanned him. His arms and face looked the same, but the further down we looked, the more hair we saw. Fur peeked under his shorts and patches had sprouted on his legs. Phoebe acted first, turning around with a blazing fire in her eyes. I stepped back instinctively. I knew what Phoebe was capable of when she saw red.
Listen, Mr. Wizard Guy.
Oh God.
I'm a Shut up!
Turning
and fix
into a
this!
Karen.
He lifted the wand and quickly cast the spell once more, in perhaps the strangest stroke of luck, or unluck, I guessed. He misfired once again. It was really quite impressive how bad he was at this.
I'm a horrible father.
Oh my God, this guy is dumb as
Shh, this sounds important.
I slapped a hand over Phoebe's mouth to keep her quiet. I had a feeling both the Magus and his daughter in the next room needed to hear this insecurity of his, even if it was via a can of beer.
I failed her. I failed the all whiny, all tiny, all grimy, all slimy, really demanding diaper wearing, can't get your mama dancing Magus Jr.
My name is still Millie!
I'm not the father she deserves. I can't be the father she deserves.
Oh, motherfucker.
The Magus snatched the can and crushed it so hard that I was sure he'd turn it to dust. He didn't, though, instead hurling it across the room. He was beet red in the face and breathing shakily. Still, he somehow managed to maintain some sort of air of confidence.
Let's try this one more time, shall we? I can't talk, sir.
Hey, buddy! Why don't we try something else?
Stop it, Monty. The dude has a serious premature invocation problem.
No, I'm sure I can get it this time.
If you try one more time, I'll break that wand and shove it up your...
Phoebe, there's a child in the next room.
No, Phoebe's right for that. I'm gonna give her this one. Phoebe ignored me, continuing to bicker with the Magus as if they were both children fighting over the swing in the playground at lunch. When Phoebe got like this, it was better to just let it run its course, and I was sure the Magus didn't need my help. While they were distracted, I looked over at Jacob. He stared hopelessly down at his fluffy arms, looking sadder than I'd ever seen him. I felt a pang in my chest. Surely there was something in here that could cheer him up a little. I decided to have a look around. On his bookshelf were a lot of books with titles taped on haphazardly. Wizards of Wonder, How to Take Over the World with Magic, Magic for Dummies? This guy was a piece of work. I'm definitely giving my friend the scolding of a lifetime after this. I pulled out Magic for Dummies and tore the tape off the front cover. On it was not only the real title, Parenting for Dummies, but a name scrawled messily in black marker. I bit down on my chuckle and took the book back to Jacob.
Did you know the Magus's name isn't actually that really long name?
It's not?
Nope. Take a look at this.
I handed him the book and pointed to the name. Jacob glanced at me and then back to the book. His lips parted into a wide grin, and he laughed loudly.
Dude, bro's name is Eugene Humphrey?
Oh my god, it's no wonder. As if saying the name had triggered something in the Magus, Eugene immediately paused his argument with Phoebe and turned his eyes to us. I'd never seen anyone look so wildly offended in my life.
I am the almighty, all-powerful, all-seeing, all-commanding, all-demanding, outstanding, get your mama dancing, enchanting Magus!
What?
The almighty, all-powerful, all...
No. Stop it.
Can we talk about Phoebe cutting in and just be like, stop it, you fucking stop it, and like flicking him on the nose? Phoebe shoved past him to get to us. Her eyes were locked on mine as her voice dropped to a near whisper.
Listen, I'm not saying this magic thing is real or anything.
Even though it totally is.
But that hallucination we just had with the cans, they talked about how this guy felt like a failure raising that little girl, right?
I nodded.
So, if what she said about emotional states affecting magic or whatever was true, then don't you think that could be what's messing up this spell?
Wow, we really rubbed our 3 brain cells together to get that one figured out, didn't we? You know what? I'm not even going to say Jacob has a brain cell. Right now it's rattling in a tin can, probably missing. It's jumped off the edge of the tab, to be honest. I could hear the pain in her voice on the word spell. She was slowly coming to believe in magic, and she was pained to admit it.
Aw, look at you getting into the spirit of things.
She glared at me, but a flush of pink dusted over her cheeks.
I am not. I'm just saying it.
I felt a sense of satisfaction in her reaction. It was kind of cute. But she was right. Now wasn't the time. Before I could open my mouth to respond, the door slammed open again, and Millie rushed out and stood before Eugene.
Dad, those cans, is what they said true?
The man looked shocked, stunned, and surprised. Okay, I know they're all the same thing, but I hope to really convey how caught off guard he was by Millie's question.
That's not, no, not at all. Those cans are filthy liars, traitors, I say.
This was hard to watch. Millie didn't look very impressed either. I pulled Phoebe and Jacob closer and lowered my voice.
We have to help them. If we can help them make up and get back on good terms, maybe Eugene's emotional state will fix itself enough to fix Jacob's werewolf thing.
Phoebe forced a laugh.
Eugene? You mean the almighty, all-powerful, all-annoying, all-useless wizard?
Exactly. If we can help him get in a better mindset, then maybe the all-useless will become all-useful, and we can get out of here with a back-to-normal human Jacob.
We're strangers to these people, Blair. I don't know about you, but if 3 strangers tried to get all up in my family business, I'd kick them out.
That was a good point.
I'm so itchy.
Baby. Jacob scratched his furry arms in clear discomfort. Phoebe sighed and turned her eyes back to me.
Look, I agree that those 2 need to make nice in order to fix this, but they need to deal with this on their own. We'll only make it worse if we interfere.
Why did this have to be so complicated? I mean, obviously, so here's my problem, right? On a serious note, usually, yeah, like you kind of want it to work out. The problem, though, is we're already here. We already inserted ourselves when we got involved in the first place. And at this point, I don't know, man. I feel like I would absolutely insert myself where I'm not wanted. So I'm absolutely going to insert myself when I'm not wanted. I couldn't just stand back and watch. We'd already seen how bad Eugene was at communicating. I mean, we all heard that egregious string of insults he called Millie. I was confident that our mediation couldn't hurt.
The only thing I feel bad for is raising a whiny, tiny, grimy, slimy...
Hey, Mr. Magus, sir?
Thankfully, I successfully cut him off. He looked at me with a hint of annoyance in his stare, but I held my ground.
It's clear to us that those,
Fuck it, we're the smartest ones here.
We're speaking your inner thoughts, your struggles and insecurities and stuff. We can all see how much you really love Millie and that you want the best for her.
Phoebe sighed, knowing that once I'd started, there was no stopping me. If she couldn't beat me, she had no choice but to join me.
Yeah, okay, she's right. Listen, you know what you need to do to fix whatever's going on with you two. You know that you're an adult and you should act like one. So get your head out of your
child in the room.
No, she's real for that, and she deserves to say it out loud. She glanced at me and then nodded with a quick breath.
Right. Get your head out of your backside, stop drinking so much, and maybe you'll be a better father. And a better wizard, magician, guy.
Both Eugene and Millie stared at her with wild offense.
I am the almighty, all-powerful, all...
He's a magus!
I pulled Phoebe back and held my hands up in a little surrender, hoping that Phoebe's slip-up wouldn't jeopardize the family's reconciliation. At the very least, they were on the same page about Eugene's title. That was progress, right? The Magus stared at us, his expression unreadable. Then he threw his head back and groaned.
Fine. You're right, I guess.
I usually am. Millie's eyes widened with shock. She clearly hadn't expected him to relent so easily.
I suppose I could admit that I haven't been the best father. Or even a good one. I'm sorry. The all whiny, all tiny, all grimy, all slimy, really demanding diaper wearing can't get your mama dancing Magus Jr.
Millie's face twisted in a tornado of emotion, from happiness to annoyance to disgust to frustration.
Well, if you want to be a better dad, then you can start by calling me Millie.
His face flushed red, and he nodded in embarrassment.
Right. I'm sorry, Millie.
I'd expected her to refuse to accept his apology in a petty child move, or for them to share an awkward handshake and a polite nod. What I didn't expect was for Millie to launch forward, tears in her eyes, and hug Eugene's legs. Clearly, Eugene didn't expect it either.
You do the best you can, Dad. And I'll do my best too.
She pulled away briefly, puffing out her chest and standing proudly before her father.
I'll carry on your legacy and be the best Magus this world has ever seen.
And then she deflated a little and diverted her gaze. She seemed almost shy.
I just need you to teach me.
Oh my God, what?
Actually teach me. Can you do that for me?
Eugene stared at her for a second, and none of us missed the water filling his eyes and the trembling of his lip. When he spoke, his words were a shaky whisper.
Second best Magus.
Shut the fuck up! Phoebe and I threw our heads into our hands in disbelief. I guessed not even a heartfelt moment with his daughter could spoil his ego. Eugene stepped forward and pulled Millie into a hug. The two held each other tightly, with tears streaming down their faces.
Aww.
They hugged for a while. A long while. They hugged for so long that the comfortable silence in here was starting to get really awkward. I looked at Phoebe, and then at Jacob. Phoebe spoke my thoughts aloud.
Hey guys, now that you're besties again, can you fix our werewolf friend for us?
They pulled away from the hug only briefly to glare at us.
Shh, you're ruining the moment.
The child's attitude made Phoebe look like she was about to blow up. I placed a hand on her shoulder and gently tugged her back. If this is what we needed to do to fix Eugene's emotional state and thus Jacob's werewolf predicament, then we should let them have their moment. Eugene and Millie brought each other back into their embrace, and we stood there awkwardly, waiting for them to wrap it up. Every time they pulled away, father and daughter looked at each other again, felt the swelling emotions of a repairing relationship, and went right back to hugging and crying. My feet were starting to get sore from the amount of standing around I was doing. Jacob was itching all over, and Phoebe was clearly growing agitated. The last time they drew each other back into a hug, something strange happened. A strange aura emitted from the pair, an aura of calm and happiness and love and sparkles. The light that came from them was so bright that it penetrated my closed eyes and bypassed the arm covering my face. Whatever magic they were conducting right now was certainly bright.
What? What's happening?
Almost as quickly as it blinded me, the light started to dissipate. Once I suspected that it wouldn't cause permanent damage, I lowered my arm and opened my eyes. The whole room was lit up with sparkles. Or was it glitter? Phoebe and I shared a confused and slightly weirded out glance, and then we looked at Jacob. My heart swelled with joy and relief. Jacob's fangs had retracted, and the fur covering his arms had disappeared, or rather fallen out, based on the puddle of hair that he was standing in.
Jacob, You're normal again!
I'm normal?
Still stupid, but that's okay, buddy. We grabbed each of his hands and showed him the perfectly hairless forearms. His eyes lit up.
I'm normal!
Jacob and I jumped for joy, holding Phoebe's hand to prompt her to jump for joy with us. She didn't jump, but I could see the small smile on her lips.
We were right! The ritual was affected by Eugene's emotional state.
And you were right. Interfering was a good idea.
Well, I couldn't help the satisfied smile that broke out at her praise.
So, now are you ready to admit that magic is real? That all of this wasn't just some crazy Halloween hallucination?
Phoebe stared at me wordlessly for a long moment. Then she finally sighed and nodded.
I'm willing to admit that there were some things that happened tonight that are a little too insane to be within the realm of the normal world.
A bit of a long way to say, yes, magic is real, but I'll take it.
Yeah. We heard sniffling behind us and turned to see Jacob with tears ribboning down his cheeks. He was staring at his bare arms and smiling to himself. He looked up at us with a wide, trembling smile.
It's a Halloween miracle.
We gave him a comforting pat on the shoulder and then turned our attention back to the father and daughter, who were still hugging and weeping.
So, I guess you could say the messed up ritual was reversed with the power of love, I think?
No. That's so corny.
The pair seemed to have noticed us staring, and they turned to us.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, get out of my lair. We're having a moment here.
Phoebe, Jacob, and I looked at each other, and we all laughed.
Well, they don't have to tell me twice. Let's get out of here. I think we've had enough Halloween fun to last us the next 5 years.
I never thought I'd agree with you on that.
She hooked her arms in ours and pulled us towards the door. Before we left the lair and returned to our normal day-to-day lives, however, Jacob had one final thing to say. He announced it loudly and proudly.
All hail the almighty, all-powerful, all-seeing, all-commanding, all-demanding, outstanding, get your mama dancing enchanted magus!
How did you remember all of that?
I'm Autumn Ivy, and that was our himbo turned into a werewolf, and this deadbeat dad is our only hope. It sounds like there's more than one ending, and there's a couple of different ways this could go. We obviously got what we'd consider the good ending, I guess. This was a really cute game, and again, if you guys want to check it out, it is available on itch.io. Shout out to everybody who had a part to play in this. This again was for the Spooktober 2025 Game Jam. Bree, Frankel, and the rest of the folks who are on this list all do have, I believe, X accounts and so on. But if you guys want to check it out, I think you definitely should. That was a fun, cute little game for sure. I love that it had like one of the endings should be Jacob just stays a werewolf, and that's just how it is. Like he lives life that way.
I feel like that's got to be one of the endings.
It's somehow it's got to be, but I loved it. So again, if you guys want to check it out, I liked it. I think that for a very short, quick game, it was humorous. It was, I don't know, it was cute.
Fun.
Yeah, it was cute. It was short. It was quick. It was fun. You know, usually for story type, like visual novel-esque things, it can go one way or another, and I love it. I love that a team of people threw this together for fun, but then it also had like a really ridiculous, like somewhat heartfelt ending. So shout out to you. If you guys are watching live right now, please stick around. I do have to do my outro for the VOD, but don't go anywhere. So again, so I'm Autumn Ivy, and that was about himbo werewolves and a deadbeat dad, Magus dad, almighty, all-powerful Magus dad. But as always, if you guys would like to check out more work from that particular person, I think they have one other game, and it is on itch.io. Of course, the link will be down below. Let me know what you guys thought. What do you think the other endings are? You know, throw that down. Let me know what you think. And as always, you can find my work at autumnivyofficial.com. That's where I have my photosets, audios, videos, and more. I also have some new audiobooks that are on the way. I've been actively recording for the last like 3 or 4 months, and I think I've got like 7 audiobooks that have been completed, and a bunch of them are supposed to be due in December. So keep your eyes open for new audiobooks if you're looking for things to listen to. And I am extremely excited to tell you guys that we will be actively, hopefully, fingers crossed, beginning work on book 2 for A Lonely Broadcast Station by Cal Byron. So if you guys are fans of accounts from A Lonely Broadcast Station, I just need you to spread the good word that we will be working on some announcements for that. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to trying to get that off the ground. Fingers crossed. And of course, you can also find my merch at autumnivy.com. I am still working on updating the merch, so please be patient with me. I'm a little late on it, but I have some new sticker designs and stuff that I'm going to throw up that the ever amazing Riley O'Malley did for me. I believe Riley also has commissions open. So if you guys want to check out some cool stuff from Riley, you definitely,
she's great.
yeah, you definitely should. You can also, let's see. You can also, I believe Riley could confirm it. Riley's here. Riley has also been streaming a little more actively, so if you want to check out some of their streams as well, that's always a good time. But yeah, be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Take care of your mom, your cat, your goldfish, your deadbeat Magus dad. You know, if you need to give them a hug, that's fine. Or your himbo werewolf boyfriend. I don't know. I'm not here to judge you. But take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And yeah, okay. Okay, bye. So I'm going to let that file save really quick and export for the VOD for YouTube, and that'll be out later. That game was cute. It was a little ridiculous, but it was pretty fucking adorable. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I don't know. I got nothing for it. I am wondering why the fuck my computer is so fucked up right now, though.
Is it still being weird?
Yeah. It's being... Well, it sure is being. Let's just say that. All right, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. I've had a lot of water today because I got yelled at about hydrating, and I'm really excited to go back to the gym, and I definitely need to hydrate. So, hence hydrating. But I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, and then we will move on to what we are doing next, which I don't know what that is, but we're doing it. So, we'll be back. Nah, the stream is laggy, but I can't tell. The problem is I can't tell if it's if it's the stream itself or what the fuck is going on. It's been kind of weird. It's not an internet issue for you, Harlock. It's literally my my camera, because none of my other ones are doing it. So I can tell that it's actively.
Twitch heard you talking shit.
Oh no! If I thought I could blame Twitch, I fucking would. I know that it's not Twitch, but that's fine. I may have to unplug it and but it's specifically been that camera. I may just swap them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, oh, I love how, oh, it's hella glitching. Oh, my bit rate just plummeted. Wow. Eat shit, you fucking assholes. Hold on, let me see if I can figure out what the fuck is doing that. Oh, my bit rate just plummeted to like 1,000. You cock-sucking motherfuckers. Let me see if I can do something about that. Hold on.
Something about not blaming Twitch.
Oh, wow. Hold on. You know what? Good. And I would do it again, bitch. I would talk fucking shit again. I would do it right fucking now. What are you gonna do? Fight me? You surly bitch. Oh, it's throttling. This is bad. What's causing that? I don't know if they did or if something's updating in the background. Hold on. I legitimately am wondering what the fuck happened. Because it's fine with it. TikTok's been fine. Which makes me curious. Hold on. Settings. Stream. Output.
My computer's on, but I know for a fact it's not.
That shouldn't throttle the bitrate like that.
No. Like, it's literally just sitting there on preset. It's not doing anything.
So I just ran through to see if the keyframe rate, because it's on auto right now, would change anything. Wow. No, it's consistently dropping frames. So I don't know if you guys can even hear me still.
Yeah, let me check on my phone.
Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea. It's on and off. Still. I'm gonna restart. You guys can even hear me still.
Turning it off, turning it back on again.
I'm gonna restart the stream. Hold on. No idea. You guys are fucking. Fuck you, Twitch. You cunts. That's not the problem.
People, buddy, I cannot. I gotta sit here and do this. Nobody.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
Meatball. What? I can't. No. Meatball.
Now let's wait and see if it plummets again. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using faster encoding ready. No, that's bullshit, and I know it is. Don't tell me the encoding is fucking fucked up. Don't lie to me. You don't lie to me. Lies. Lies and slander.
Buddy, you can't have this. No. No.
What the fuck? And it's still periodically. And it's still periodically choppy. But it's better than it was, and it looks like the bit rate's back up. Maybe. I should not have had to restart my fucking stream for that. That is such horse shit. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It looks like it's back up, though.
Wild.
Yeah, it's strange to me.
Is it, though?
No, it's really not. Somebody heard me talking shit.
I'm not playing with you. I think that...
Good. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. Damn. Like, can't even fucking just leave a bitch alone. Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything on this. Oh my god, 149 dropped frames. Jesus. No, you guys are fine. It's the other ones. Fuck you, John Twitch. Can't have shit. Honestly, it may be the tech ghost, but I don't think in this case it's the tech ghost because TikTok is fine.
The tech ghost without due process here.
Let's go through due process.
Because that angers the tech ghost, and that will make things worse.
Will it?
Yeah. I'd rather not.
I don't know, because it's periodically getting choppy again. This is ridiculous. Tech Ghost, sponsored by Twitch. True. That's what it feels like. So obviously I had a very late start. Did my audio start working correctly now? Are we working correctly?
I had lived my life the only way.
No, we are not.
And the pillars of that life came.
I don't understand that either. You know, I don't wonder if it's Bertha, because now it's doing that too. I wonder if it's the connection. I just don't have anything that I can think of that would cause it. But I don't know, man. Look, I'm just trying to live my best life right now. What I was saying is that I obviously started stream a little bit late. My intention was to start Halloween, Hallowtober, Toberween, spooky weenies, you know, whatever, with something fun and different. And that is what we have done. And we managed to at least get one game in the run. And I see that we're glitching again for some reason, but I can't tell if it's... Let me pause that and see if that does anything.
New stream idea. We're going to do an exorcism on the computer.
I don't think an exorcism on the computer is going to help what's wrong with the computer.
New stream idea. We're going to hex Twitch.
No, stop it.
New stream idea. We're going to go fist fight the CEO.
He's already got to go to court for the government. He's doing enough fist fighting. Anyway, Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles has come out. And to be honest with you, that's what I would like to do, but the problem is I know myself playing tactics. And let me just explain to you that much like how Silent Hill F turned out, or how Silent Hill 2, or how Zoochosis occurred, I don't know if I will stop playing it when I should.
What, do you have a bedtime for school?
Technically, I gotta get up and go back to the gym in the morning. I gotta go back to the gym, or any FNFE.
We have a gym in our house.
We do. I do have a gym at my house. That's true. You're very valid for that. Also, I have a question. So if I went and bought a bunch of like the throat sprays, and like you know, no, okay, so listen, hear me out. Okay, so we were at Spencer's, yeah. We were at Spencer's today because we were going through trying to shop for Ellis pants. All right. Now sit tight with me here. So we were shopping for Ellis pants, and we went into Spencer's, and Spencer's had a bunch of like the throat lubricant, but it was also like the numbing spray and the throat lubricant and stuff like that for like blowskis. And I looked at them and I turned to Ellis and I was like, what if we did a YouTube video of like testing throat lube for voice actors? And he was like, Huh. Because I've recommended Flint Mints, FLYNT, by the way, but I've recommended Flint Mints to voice actors because they force you to salivate. And there's some voice actors that deal with dry mouth, right? But then I was looking at these throat sprays, and part of the reason for these throat sprays, obviously for, you know, is to help with lubrication, because you don't want a dry mouth when skin is going to stick to your tongue and make that sound, or like pull at the skin. Like, anyway, it's not good, right? You want to be able to do that. So I'm just saying, I don't see why we can't use a throat lubricant as voice actors for voice acting when they're technically targeted towards fun time and professional fun time havers, right? So, like, as professional fun time haver, I'm like, right, so that makes sense. That has a purpose. But then professional voice acting me is like, oh shit, let me just get my voice box wet. And I think it would be really funny to take a bunch of, like, the throat lube sprays and test them for voice actors. I did not buy them yet. I wanted to discuss the plan. I wanted to discuss the plan before I did it. I was doing a think. I was having one whole brain cell rattle around, and I just DOS putting Bezos to the test. What is he gonna do? Fire me? I don't even fucking work for you. Get out of here. I'm gonna make a bumper sticker now. Look, if we told you no, would you care? No. No, you're right for that. I would not give a shit if you told me no. I'm gonna do it anyway, and that's just how it's gonna be. But I'm serious. So, bullshit aside. I'm serious. Bullshit aside, I think that it would actually not be bad. I think it would be kind of useful, to be honest. Yeah, you gotta get your voice box wet. You gotta lube your voice box, you know? Get it nice and lubricated. I'm not sponsored. No one has sponsored me. I'm simply saying that I want to know if, throat lube would be useful for voice actors. Exactly. Nobody wants a dry voice box. Nobody wants that going on in their mouth when they're trying to talk and getting, like, tongue clicks and plosives. You don't want tongue clicks and plosives on your mic, guys. You want a wet box, you know what I'm saying?
Honey, are you good?
No! I'm so not okay. I'm so not okay. Our government is falling apart. I'm falling apart. I just am trying to live. I'm trying to live, and I'm trying to be the best version of me, and I'm having I haven't been to the gym in 3 weeks.
Crash out time.
I haven't been to the gym in 3 weeks. 3 fucking weeks. I haven't picked up something heavy in 3 weeks. I just want to go back to the gym. Get a wet box is all I'm saying. For the fucking love of God, is your TOS lawyer, please? I want to get packed. I want to get packed, and I want to get stuffed with muscle.
That's all you had to say. You gotta sign up.
Jarvis, clip that. I don't know. They might have unintended consequences. No, I don't have a throat sponsor. You're completely correct, Vaughn. Jokes aside, I don't know. I obviously would want to make sure to be safe to look into it, but I feel like it would have to be maybe like 3 to 5 different types, and see kind of what each one would do and what it tastes like. But I legitimately actually would be curious to see if something like that would help, especially for narrators or voice actors that do a lot of creature sounds or very extensive vocals that are more extreme.
So, like, the throat numbing that you use, right?
Yeah.
Like specific, not just like flavor blue, but like the throat numbing stuff that you get for boys. Like realistically, that's the whole point. So,
Yes.
like, why would that not work?
But that's what I'm saying. So like, I showed you guys this the other day, but I have that Satori, the Star West Botanicals Satori vocal rescue stuff, right? So like, this stuff I bought from a local apothecary that Riley introduced us to. And this stuff saved my ass the other day. No joke. I was using this while I was recording my last audiobook. And there was a couple of times, because I recorded that audiobook in like a day and a half, I think. And I was doing long periods of recording. Huh?
I said that's not recommended.
Yeah, don't do that. But because I do that, because I'm an idiot, and I have 2 brain cells that roll together, this was very helpful. So when I would start to kind of have that, I would start to get that scratch, I would just use this, and it came right in. And then the daily use stuff that I bought is a honey spray. But it's a soothing throat spray that is made out of honey, and you can technically use it daily. So yeah, like I've been using these as kind of supplemental stuff because I have caused damage to my vocal cords. But for voice actors that do long narrations and shit, I was like, whoa, fuck, like, would that be helpful? So, but get Palm in here, we need a lawyer. Palm's probably making friendship bracelets for one unnamed actor. So I'm old school. My scratchy throat cures whiskey, cigar, and opium. Yeah, you're real. So I thought, though, what would it be like? I didn't know if there would be any interest in a video like that, but I think I'm going to do it. I just need to order a couple of like different brands just to see. Because I legitimately do think that some of those meant for lubricating the throat would actually be helpful. The only downside to it that I could see is the like wet tongue clicks that you'll get sometimes when you are too lubricated. Yeah. When your mouth is too wet, you have to like pay attention to that too. So I don't know. Does that sound weird? Does it sound fun? Like, does it sound like it might be helpful? I get too many questions about voice acting as it is. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm swimming on the low end of the pool here, guys. Like, I'm just trying to do my best. But I had a 2 brain cell thought, and that was it today. So I think that might be something that I look at doing. We'll see. I'm glad. At the very least, a couple of you will think it's fucking funny. And really, that's all that matters to me at the end of the day. Is that we're just doing our best, truth be told. Also, Palm is streaming right now. Oh, that's where Palm is. Palm is streaming. Now we know. We'll raid Palm. I think that's what we're gonna do. If you need something at a pinch and Spencer's is closer. Yeah, that's true. We could try making a home remedy. Ellis just tilted his head. It's fine.
Like what?
I'm just saying, like, one laugh makes it all worth it. Fair enough for. I just think it's funny that Spencer sells it, and if it's there, why the fuck? Like, what else am I gonna do with it? So, slob the mic knob, get your box wet, and let's test some throat spray for voice acting. Right? I'm just saying, a home remedy exists. It's called a hot toddy. That's actually fair. That's a very valid point. Your Honor, members of the jury, the case brought before you today is a case of misunderstanding and a failure of the system of Twitch monetization moderation. The defense has been accused of performing acts of lewd nature in the form of innuendo, but was in fact discussing vocal protection. And when our platform is filled with predators, regularly has slurs thrown around, an entire section dedicated to people in bikinis on pool bananas, is my client truly what we should crack down upon? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they would say yes. They would say yes. That would be a very quick yes, actually, to be honest. But I respect it. And honestly, sometimes that's just how it goes down. No further questions. I really want to ride a chocobo, and I really want to hatch it. Do you guys understand why I wanted to play the Iblis Chronicles? I'm sorry, we're completely switching gears. I'm not okay if you haven't seen it. I just want to hatch a fucking egg. I want my chocobos. I want my monsters back. That is the true reason I played this fucking game.
So crack it open for a bit.
I don't want to because I won't stop. A what? What do you mean a what? A chocobo. A chocobo. They're fucking
Giant chickens.
I would cast Autumn in Game of Throats, no lie. Can I be the dragon? What?
I mean, I'm not gonna argue, but
The Scalies won't argue. The chicken horses. You right. Oh, so update, actually, speaking of which. Update on Hell, since we're here. So I worked a little bit with her in the round pen. I picked up the round pen. We got it done. I did a little bit of work with her. Her manners are so bad. I discovered very quickly that I'm like 98% positive she has ulcers.
not uncommon.
Which is not uncommon. And I discussed it with my friend, who is extremely intelligent in equine body work and just equine mannerisms and things. And she agreed and confirmed, like racehorses in particular, because they hype them up so much and they keep them hot because that's part of the job. And they're athletes, right? It's not uncommon for athletes to have ulcers in that regard. But like 80% of them, it's not usually, it happens. So for her, I think that she has ulcers because anytime I try to put pressure near the backside of her shoulder towards her stomach, she gets extremely uncomfortable, pins her ears, and immediately tries to bare her teeth, which to a lot of people, they would assume like, oh, you're doing something to piss her off. Like, it must be you. And
like, yes, but no.
Like, yes, but there is a reason because she's not doing it consistently. So not only, and I have some ulcer guard on the way that I'm going to use to treat her over the next month, and that should help. So we're working on that. She walks forward and into you, not because she's trying to bully you or to be rude, but she can't see. So that eye issue that she's got on the right side that keeps her seeing kind of foggy shit. Basically, she wants to be comforted by the fact that she partially sees you and she knows you're there. So she will walk up to you, but she doesn't actually, like, she can't differentiate distance, I think, is the problem. So she doesn't intend to be right on top of you. But she does it because I don't think she can actually see what she's doing or how far away something is, which is also why she runs into walls. And I don't mean like she just flat, full face runs into them, but she like body bumps walls. So I think that her sight issue has affected her ability to see distance, which would have been an extreme danger to her as a racehorse, unless she was trained how to accommodate for that. And she's still very young. She's 5 years old. So she's still young enough to not really be able to kind of ascertain distance or how to accommodate or kind of what that looks like. When her demand is that when you ask her to do something and she doesn't want to do it, she immediately wants to bite. So her action to get you to stop doing something is to bite. The problem is the second that she goes to bite you and you shift, she pulls her head back and she tosses herself up really, really high, which tells me that their form of punishment for her was to hit her in the face, which didn't do anything but not only make her head shy and assume that you were going to hit her in some capacity in the face, but it also made her only want to bite more to make sure that whatever it is, because that worked for her. So if you have a behavior, and this is in dogs as well, but if you have a behavior in an animal that is repetitive and they keep doing this thing that is putting them in a position where they're like, I don't like that thing you're doing. I'm going to bite you, or I'm going to have this negative association. They will continue to do that if they get away with it. Because like it works. Then they don't have to do the thing that they don't want to do that you're trying to make them do.
They're like kids.
Yeah, it's like a little kid.
But
so she's really bad about that.
But because they went to hit at her and they did not teach appropriately, like they did not appropriately discourage it.
Manners.
And they did not stop her from doing it.
No.
They've effectively taught her like horse food.
Yeah.
So she knows
she can dodge.
She can duck and dodge and she knows where to move.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, she's not doing it to be an asshole.
No.
She was just never taught that's not acceptable.
She's almost like a grumpy, spoiled toddler, but spoiled in the sense that they got away with shit because their parents didn't care enough, and their parents instead just beat the fuck out of them and expected them not to do the behavior. Right. Like that kind of spoiled, which I use that word not really knowing what it's like. She was treated like, what's the phrase, and I say this being one at one point, the beaten like a redheaded stepchild, right, was the phrase. I used to get told that all the time. I'm going to beat you like a redheaded stepchild, because I was. And apparently, I guess people who are adults think that's funny. It's not, but that's fine. So in her case, though, she was actually abused, and that's just all there is to it. So I think that she was met with a lot of past traumatic events, between being shot in the head and being put in a situation where, you know, she clearly doesn't see correctly. Training her is going to be a fucking affair. Like a hell of an affair. And I'm going to do my best, but my concerns are that I really have to start from the beginning with her, from groundwork. But treating her for ulcers and treating her for some of the, I mean, and I don't say this as like a joke. I mean it sincerely, and not in the like, oh, I'm trying to get attention kind of way, as a person might sometimes, but like, she legitimately has PTSD. She's not okay. You know, she's pretty fucked up, and she has been through enough traumatic experiences, which a lot of people don't think horses remember or will associate. They absolutely do.
There was a farrier who worked on Hugo's feet.
Oh, yeah.
That at the time, Hugo still had his nuts, but Hugo never acted like an asshole, right? No. Hugo just put his foot down because he was 3. He was a baby.
He was a baby.
He put his foot down, and this guy yelled at him, bopped him on the nose, and took him and ran him in a circle one time. To this day, Hugo does not like his back left foot being picked up. He hates men, especially in cowboy hats, and he hates farriers. He only likes our farrier because she's a short, polite, bubbly, sweet girl.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
One time.
That's all it took.
This horse, Hell, was beaten on and treated poorly her whole life.
Yeah,
It's so easy to fuck up a horse.
I don't foresee that Hell had a lot of breaks when it came to certain things. And I mean, having to deal with that is tough. So
especially when you have expectations on you to perform based on a bloodline only.
Yeah. And the hard part with Hell is going to be I can't have it where she can't be worked on or can't be assessed if something happens to her by a veterinarian. And right now, with her behavior, she wanted shit to do with that vet.
He'd have to knock her
He
out.
would have to use a sedative to get anywhere near her to do anything. And I don't do that with my horses. That is a no-no. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for the horse. It's dangerous for the human. You know, and being in a situation where he could not approach her unless I was standing with her. And that's hard. I don't know how she's going to do with the farrier, which is a whole other fiasco. My hope is that because we do have a younger female farrier who is very experienced, that she might back up a little bit and be a little calmer. But we won't know till we get there, and that's just the reality of the situation. But I think I'm going to try to take videos and just kind of keep a log, mostly because I had a discussion with that friend of ours who does equine work, and basically explained to her the situation and agreed that we would come up almost like how I do workouts, basically come out with a kind of a workout plan for Hell, and basically start from the beginning. Like, what do we work on? You know, what's the thing we're going to do today? How many of X thing? Like, and basically start to get her into a calm routine while we're working on treating those ulcers and see if that makes a difference. Because at this point, I have to treat her like a completely unhandled horse. I cannot go in there for myself and for my own safety, especially having the fucking issues I have, and not expect things to go fucking horrendously. She does not want to hurt me. She's not expressing aggression. She's not trying to go out of her way, you know, to do something that would necessarily cause me harm. But unfortunately, I am in a position where I recognize that despite those things, she is going to want to... She's going to want to see what she can get away with. And unfortunately, since they have taught her Kung Fu, I don't know what that's going to look like. I think that she's going to strike me or rear up and try to strike? No, I don't, because, and especially after working a little bit with her yesterday, she expressed wanting to rear, but I noticed she never really would. And if a horse is going to come up on their front and rear, they're going to do it. Like, that's no question. They will come up and they will rear. And in this case, there was a few times where she kind of hopped a little bit, but at no point did she ever express wanting to come up and actually strike at me with her front hooves, which immediately said to me, like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to be aggressive, but I need you to know that I see what you're doing and I think you're going to hit me. I think you're going to do it.
At the end of the day,
even if I wasn't.
It's tough because even if the intention isn't there, it doesn't matter. It's still a 1,200-pound animal. Balder was trying to play with Autumn one day while they were, you know, fiddling around either in or getting in the trailer or something.
No, it was in the pen.
Oh, it was in the pen. Because Balder was still a baby. Yeah. He was just trying to fuck around.
He also,
it was dangerous.
Well, he also, so it was before Balder was gelded. So before his nuts got cut off. I'll just say it plain. Before he was gelded, and he was still a stud, he was doing this like test where sometimes they'll play with each other, but they will play with each other in a more like, I'm going to rear up and I'm going to like fuck with you kind of way. And like Ellis just said, I was going through the pen and I had him on the halter and he popped up on me and reared, but he tried to stick his front foot out and wasn't trying to like paw, but was like playfully putting his legs out, and he tried to put his hoof over my arm. And I reeled back and I got him on the side of the face with my palm and pushed him back over, because he would have hurt me. He was still very young, but he was big enough that had he landed on me or hit me in the wrong way or something, I could have been pretty severely hurt. And he wouldn't even have meant to do it. He was fucking around. But I pushed him over and he never did it again. Which obviously it's gotten better at since he's been gelded. But horses can be unpredictable. It's the same thing as dogs. You can train a dog 1,000 times, but it takes that one time. And especially in a horse that is virtually being rehabilitated, which in this case, not only are we working on, you know, severe neurological damage that was caused by a gunshot, we're working on the edema in her eye, which is the direct pressure to the eye that has caused her vision to fuck off. Like, she's got terrible fucking vision. She obviously was struck at, and she's got no body awareness whatsoever. So I have a lot of things stacked against me from a horse perspective, which puts me in a position to kind of be like, all right, like, what are my next steps? What are my next safe steps? And how am I going to continue to do this? So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything should be okay, but I think I'm going to try to keep a log of it and just, you know, kind of log her progress and see how it goes, because I do believe that she is a good horse. I do believe that, you know, she wants to love and she wants to be capable of doing a good job, but she's been dealt a really fucked up hand. Like a super fucked up hand. And I'm glad that I got the opportunity to get to be with her and to help her through this in one way or another, because there really isn't a telling of what would have happened to her one way or the other. She may have never sold, and maybe the guy would have, you know, went off with her, or she would have stayed at the fucking track, and, you know, or the reality is if she had the issues that she has, and we confirm she did, there is a high possibility that a lot of people would have just put her down. No questions asked.
Because unfortunately, that is the fate that befalls a lot of horses.
And that is unfortunately the case, because she's not usable for what she was intended for. But we don't do that here. We have an island of very
fucking morons. Misfit toys, but also
I wasn't gonna say misfit toy. I was trying to find a word that sounded adorable and was like kind and polite and like not the island of misfit toys, but the island of needs to be well loved. But you fucked that up, so it's fine.
My horse ruined that for everybody. He put his foot through the goddamn wall.
Your horse is also a genetic disaster, but that's besides the point. Yeah. Anyway. Well, yeah, I mean, Ray, you're completely correct. She got the shit into the stick, and now she's on the defensive all the time. And if anybody fucking understands that, it's me. Like, I get it. Which, truth be told, I do think that that's probably part of the reason that we get along. So, but anyway, Tier, thank you for the follow. So yeah, that's kind of the update on what's going on with that, which is also why we didn't do the grooming stream. I did get the box of grooming stuff, so we're good now for that. So I am going to try to set that up and keep it in mind on Sunday. I did try to go out of my way to keep things relatively clear on Sunday, so I'm gonna clean up everything, pull the saddles, pull everything out, and get it pre-prepped, barring it doesn't rain. And it has been lately, but I think Sunday might
supposed to be okay.
Sunday might be cleared. Let me look. Hey, Sunday's actually okay. So Sunday's supposed to be sunshine. So Sunday might be a good day for that. Yeah. So barring the weather doesn't abruptly just fucking change, which again, we live in the Pacific Northwest. It's hoa hoa season right now. I'm definitely gonna do my damnedest for that. So, the island of morons. I like Riley's say on it. The island of absolute ding dongs. That's it. That's the sticker we're missing. Yeah, for real. But fingers crossed, if everything goes correctly, we will get that set up, and I will set us up to do the tack and grooming. That, and I think Balder, by then I'll have had a couple of extra days to work with Balder and get him kind of back to basic handwork, so I can show you guys like, oh, this is what it looks like when we're picking feet, or this is this. And Ellis can help me with the camera and kind of, you know, go through with like zoom in so you guys can see what's going on. Because I can connect the osmium out there as long as we've got the cord.
You can also show them the back of Hugo's foot without getting.
Oh yeah, and you guys can see Hugo's foot and see how it's doing too. Is the shrimp okay from his adventures?
Oh my god, he is fucking fine.
He's back in the tank. He's been okay.
Somehow, the teleporting shrimp is good.
Yeah.
Catfish is still mad.
I haven't been able to work out over the past couple of weeks, Josh. I've had stuff going on. So I'm cleared to go back very gently to the gym is all. No, the shrimp is okay. He's back in the tank, he's chill. Apparently some of them are having babies, I guess.
Yeah, they're all discovered. It's called buried.
Buried.
BERRIED, because when shrimps are pregnant, they just have a bunch of little bubbles underneath that look like berries.
And they kick them off.
Several of them are pregnant.
So I guess we just have a bunch of shrimp babies. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. My KBs are dropping again. I'm watching, so I'm not sure what the fuck that's about. I will work on fixing that. But for the outdoor stream, I will try to figure out what we need to do to make sure that the bit rate doesn't plummet. and we should be able to get the laptop and stuff outside. I think I'm going to move. I have a workbench outside that I think I'm going to move and put the laptop on, and then that way we can kind of navigate things. And by then the horse trailer will be put back up, so I'll have a place to tie Balder, and we can start with him and kind of walk through everything. And so if you guys want to join us for that, I think I'm going to do that Sunday. I just need to set everything up. But I really need to clean the tack. So yeah, the workout streams are going to be coming back as well. So I will start doing that. And workout streams are coming back. Obviously, we have other locations for streams I'm going to start doing because I've been missing doing gaming streams in those spots, and I have a couple games I've been wanting to play. But I am... oh, shit! Have fun with the creatine gummies, Hex. And I know Spike wanted to stream this weekend also. I don't know when we're doing that, but Mr. PP Pastor will probably be joining us for another stream.
We will have the tourney stream as well when the day comes.
Ah, yes, and we also will be supporting the amazing ABBA in his tournament streams. But for now, Fantasy Friday is tomorrow, so for those of you that do indulge in Fantasy Friday, polite reminder that Osmium's Fantasy Friday release does happen tomorrow at autumnivyofficial.com. I am still running discounts on everything, so if you want to check that out, now is a good time. And I also have a Halloween audio releasing on Sunday. I did have to kind of switch trajectory, but I'm re-releasing an old audio from last year or the year before that is centered around a haunted house to get the spooky season moving. So you guys should definitely check it out. Again, autumnivyofficial.com. And then I will start working on the new stickers and the new merch. I really want to put some of the stuff that Riley has made onto shirts and shit. So just hold on to your butthole for that. And I also will have updates from Tor, who is my Raptor VTuber. So we're working on that as well. But anyway, you guys are great. Please take care of yourselves. Please take care of each other. Drink water. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Or do. Make sure you take your grandma for a walk also. You know, she needs walkies. Her, the goldfish, the shrimp apparently.